Awesome. Welcome. I am just getting everything set up here. So give me a minute. I am jumping in from Washington State. Give me a shout out. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I would love to know who it is that's out there watching. I'm going to be live for the next few minutes talking about my journey as a reseller and how I have gone from making, sales here and there on eBay, seeing sales stack up. Yes, it has been a journey. It's taken me a long time to get to where I'm at. And it's been a few dollars here, $10, on Poshmark, $15 on eBay, and all of that money has stacked up a little at a time. And it has really been, a long journey, long process of figuring out how all of this whole reselling thing works. And it's taken me a long time to be able to have that money stack up at the rate that I need it to. Because at the end of the day, when I'm looking at my expenses, when I'm looking at, okay, the house needs painted, like that's $10,000, like, and that's after getting good estimates, right? And so I'm looking at my reselling income and I'm going, I'm not even hardly keeping up. Like, yes, I'm able to make quite a bit of money as a mom. I'm able to make quite a bit of money, as a part-time side hustle, but it's just not keeping up enough. And I was getting so stuck with, okay, how do I make more money? How do I, be able to provide for my family? How do I be able to provide for the expenses of just normal everyday living and not spend my entire life hustling? How do I, work harder and not, or work smarter and not harder? How do I, how am I able to scale my income without it costing me my life, without it taking away from time with my family? How do I spend that time or not have to spend the time? How do I have the time to be able to spend with my family and still be able to bring in income? And it was, for 7 years, I have been a reseller for 7 years. Welcome, welcome. Let me know in the comments where you're from. Love to know who it is that is out there that is listening. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. I am tuning in from Washington State. I am Lee. I have been a clothing reseller the last 7 years. Welcome, welcome. Let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from. So excited to be with you and sharing this journey with you, because what I am about to tell you about has literally changed my life. Again, I have been selling clothes for 7 years and it has been fun. Like, that is a fun side hustle. When you sell something, it's fun when you go out and source items. It's fun when you go to the thrift store, but it can be so frustrating looking at your sales at the end of the day and going, how much did I actually make? After cost of goods, after platform fees, after, all of the time that you invested into those products, how much are you actually making at the end of the day? And so that's what we're going to be talking about here, because I have gone from being a reseller to now having $900 days. And that's going to sound crazy if you're coming from a place like I was of being a clothing reseller, or you're selling collectibles, or you're selling vintage items. That number is going to sound just like, wow. And it did to me just a few weeks ago too. So I want you to hang with me and I'm going to show you exactly how this all works, because, just a few weeks ago, I did not understand this process myself. And so I want to help you be able to understand this, because there are things that you want to accomplish with your life, or at least I hope there are. That is why you got started working a side hustle. That is why you got started in a reselling business. You had goals, you had things that you wanted to accomplish. And maybe you have been doing that. And maybe you've been looking at those goals and going, am I ever going to get there at this rate? Am I ever going to be able to make my dreams and goals happen? Is it going to be decades from now before I'm actually able to reach those goals at the rate that I'm going? How often, do you look at your phone and like, do I have sales coming in? Do I have anybody to send an offer to? Do I have views on my items? Are my things going to sell? And you're going, okay, I need to be making sales. I need to be making money come in just to be able to cover my expenses, let alone those big goals that you have for your life. But you have big goals, and I would love to know what those are. Drop them in the comments. Let me know what your goals are. I'm going to give you some ideas here, because some of you may have stopped dreaming. You may have started living a small life. You may have started, living that life of only making a few dollars an item. These are leggings that I sold for $20, which is great. They also got returned, which is another story. But that was actually a pretty, better sale for me. Some of the items I'm not making as much on. There's other items, I've made $100 on, $250 on. Those are few and far between when you are selling physical goods. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you is how I have been able to go from a place of struggling, a place of having to work harder, of having to source more items, of having to list more items, of having to, take time away from my family. And at the end of the day, it was leaving me exhausted. It was leaving me worn out. And I am showing up here because I believe that there are others of you out here who are in this same position, who have been there, who have worked the side hustle, who have worked sun up from sundown. Maybe you have a day job. Maybe you've got kids, and then you're working a side hustle on top of it, and you're barely making ends meet. You're exhausted, you're worn out. And that is the place where I was. And I was fed up with where I was getting with my goals. I was fed up with seeing my sales barely stack up. I was fed up with seeing how little progress I was made, looking at my goals and going, am I ever going to get there? Because you guys have goals. And I would love to for you to let me know in the comments what those are. Do you want to be able to leave your job? Do you want to be able to tell your boss, like, I am not coming back? Do you want to actually be able to say yes to spending time with your kids? Do you want to not have to hustle like all day long for your entire life? Let me know in the comments, because you have goals, and sometimes it's a little bit of remembering what those are. Maybe it's to get out of debt. Maybe it's to pay off your student loans. Maybe it's to take your kids on vacation before they're grown and gone. I know that there are others of you out there who feel this same way, who feel like those things are never going to happen at the rate you're going. Those things are never going to happen working a side hustle where you're only making a little bit of profit, where you're only making low dollar sales. And that is why I'm here, because I know that there is somebody else out here who needs this, who needs to hear about this. And I am so thankful every day for the friend who told me about this. I am so thankful for the mentor who has poured into us to help change our lives. And I am here because I want to make an impact, because I want to leave a legacy, because I want you to have time to spend with your family. And I want you to have money. It shouldn't have to be a choice between time and money. You shouldn't have to sell your soul, work night and day to never see your family. You shouldn't have to be spending your life, if you're a reseller like I was, at the bins, at the thrift stores. Yes, maybe it's fun, but I'm guessing that you probably don't want to be there 24/7. Just in my town, I can see the resellers that are there every single day from sun up to sundown. They're dragging their kids along with them. I have been there too. There's no judgment. I've seen the moms with kids strapped to their backs. I've seen the moms trying to manage multiple kids, a kid on the back, a kid in the shopping cart, one breaking down and crying. I have been there, and I want to give hope. I want to give hope to other people who are out there like me and who knew how exhausting that it can be. And then looking at your money and going, okay, this is somehow, it's not adding up to enough money at the end of the day just to be able to survive, just to be able to pay the bills. And I believe that you were created for more, that you were created for more than just getting by, that you were created for more than just getting your bills paid, that you were created for more than just getting through the day. I fully believe that. And I fully believe that you were created to live an impactful life, to live a life where you're making a difference for other people. And so I'm going to share with you how my life has changed and how I have been able to go from that place of struggling, of just barely seeing sales come in, of looking at my goals and going, these are impossible. These are never going to happen. They're going to be decades from now. And I'm going to share with you how I have been able to make $900 daily pay. Now, how this works, this is going to be different for those of you who are selling a physical product. You are used to something that you can reach out and touch. You can touch that item. You can see that item, right? This is a little bit different. It is a digital item. So it might be a little bit abstract for some of you to understand, but I want you to understand this because it is so powerful when you can grasp what this can do for your life, when you can grasp the power of this, of being able to break free from a physical product, of being able to break free of an item where you're going to have to source one time, you're going to have to list that, you're going to have to photograph it, you're going to have to ship it, you're going to put in work for that one item. How much work are you doing for one item? If you are a reseller out there and you're listening to this, maybe you're trying to sell your items on Vinted and you keep checking your phone. You keep going, do I have anybody interested? Do I have anybody to make an offer to? Do I have a sale coming in? And you are so frustrated. You've, maybe tried posting pictures to social media, posting pictures to TikTok, posting pictures to Instagram, taking videos of yourself. How much work are you going into that one single item just to make a few bucks? There is a better way. And I want you to understand what this can do for your life. The power of this, the power of being able to sell a digital item where you can make the same sale over and over and over again without having to work harder, without having to go and source more, without having to list more, ship more, do all of the things. And I am here to offer you hope. I am here to set you free from that hustle mentality. And just a few weeks ago, I want you to know that I was living under that hustle mindset. I had to work harder. I had to source more. I had to list more, and it was killing me. That is why I decided that I needed something to change. I needed a way to be able to make more money. I needed a way to be able to see my sales stack up fast. And so when a friend told me about this, it rocked my world, because I'm suddenly going, I no longer have to have that hustle mentality. I no longer have to live under that mindset. I no longer have to give my life, sell my soul, work night and day just to make more money. All right, so we're going to go ahead and break exactly how this works down for you, because I know a lot of you have been having questions about this. So the very first thing is the product. It is what you sell. What you sell is everything. What you sell will make or break you. If you are selling a product that is not in demand, if you're a reseller like I was and you went to the thrift store, you grabbed an item and nobody wanted that item, we've all been there, we've spent money on that item and then nobody wants it, it's going to sit there and not sell, right? You're going to feel regret. You're going to have to get past that and move on, right? We've all been there. We have all done that. So the very first step is to have an item that people want. Have an item that people want to pay you for, something that is in demand. And with this digital product, I can tell you that it is highly in demand. Our one of our products has made over $10 million in the last 90 days. We make 100% profit. So this has been $10 million into the hands of our community members. This has been why we have been seeing members who have been able to pay cash for a house. That is not going to happen if you're selling a physical product. That is not going to happen if you've been flipping items on eBay, flipping items on Poshmark, flipping items on all the places. You will never see that amount of money to go and drop cash to buy a house. This is why we have another member who just bought her mom a new car in cash. She bought that car, she paid cash for it with what she makes. It all goes back to the product because it is in demand. It is something that people want. And what is this? This is in the e-learning industry. So this is the fastest growing industry. You walk into a thrift store, if you're, coming from a background of reselling like me, you walk into a thrift store, what is it you want? You want a product that's in demand. You want something that people are going to pay you for. That is what this product is. This is 10 million dollars that this product, one of these products is actually for, but one of these products has done $10 million in the last 90 days. That is an incredible amount. And it is all gone into the hands of our community members because we do make 100% profit. This is not an MLM. It's not a pyramid. It's not any of those other words that are being thrown around. This is 100% profit that comes straight to us. It's not going to a third party and then coming to us. It's not an affiliate program. These are sales that our members are making. This is how I have been able to go from being just a reseller to seeing $900 days in my own life. Like, I cannot tell you how incredibly powerful this is when you understand having a product that people want. Now you're going, okay, so what, I don't have anything to sell. Like, I couldn't make something, like I couldn't design something. I don't know how to do a website, any of that. This is already done for you. It is what is called master resale rights. And just a few weeks ago, I did not know anything like master resale rights existed. I had never even heard that term. And so that is what you get with these products is master resale rights for them. You actually get 4 different products, and our very best selling product is $900 product. This is how our members, this is how I am seeing $900 on a daily basis. This is a $900 product. We also have a $600 as well as a $300. This is all money coming straight to you, 100% profit, hitting your bank account. And this is not about you working harder. This is not about you hustling harder. It's not about you going and sourcing more items, listing more items, shipping more items, and working night, sun up to sundown. This is all about following a 2-hour workday. And when I learned that as a mom, and I'm going, okay, this is going to change my life. When I learned that I could work 2 hours a day and make $900 daily pay, I'm going, this is amazing. Like, I can actually be home with my kids. I can actually have them home for the summer, enjoy my day, knowing that I have put in my 2 hours. I have done the things that we're supposed to do. I have followed the blueprint that they have given us. And I know that it is going to work for me. I have seen that it works. I have seen in my own life that it works. And I want you to know that this is possible for you, that this is possible for you if you're going, hey, I don't have a lot of time. I would love to be able to have time with my family. I would love to be able to quit my side hustle. I would love to be able to be present with my family. I would love to be present with my kids and not having to be worrying about finances. And I could do it following this proven blueprint. This is a proven blueprint. It has been tried and tested by our community members over and over and over, and it works. I can tell you it works because that is the exact blueprint that I'm following. This is the exact blueprint that the members inside of our community are following and making daily pay from this. So this product it's actually done for you because it is master resale rights. And so you can go, okay, this is checked off my list. There's nothing I have to do. There's nothing I have to touch with this. It is done for me. This is in the e-learning industry. It is the fastest growing industry out there. It is a $1.2 billion a day industry. I want you to understand that number. I'm going to say it again. $1.2 billion a day is being done in this industry. Why not have a piece of that? Why not have just a small portion of that? Do you realize that there are 5.5 billion people on social media, on the internet, hanging out in free places? They want to have a way to be able to make money from home. They want to be able to learn about a system that can free up their life, that can free up their time, that can allow them to be able to be the mom that they want to be, that can allow them to be the dad that they want to be, that can allow them to not have to work from sun up to sundown and not have to choose between having time or having money. So that's a little bit about the product, but I want you to think about what it would feel like if you had $900 every single day hitting your bank account. So I'm going to go ahead and write this down, and you can go ahead and screenshot this if you want, because this is a big number. $900 a daily pay adds up to $328,000 a year. I want you to think about what that would do for your life. How would that change things for you? How would that improve your life? What could you do with this kind of money? Let that sink in for a minute and let me know what that would do for you. This is a crazy amount of money that many of you may not grasp. And just a few weeks ago, it would have blown my mind too. It's still like, but I will make this. I will make this. All right. And you can too. I want you to know that you can too. That is why I'm here. That's why I'm showing up. That's why I am doing the scary thing, is because I want you to have success. I want you to be able to meet your dreams and goals. I want you to accomplish everything that you were created for. I want you to be able to quit living that life of barely getting by, of being able to quit, barely scraping by, just paying the bills. You were made for more. And I want you to think about what that 328,000 a year could do for you. It could do what it could do for your family, what it could do for your financial future. All right, so the product, again, it is done for you. You know that this works because it is getting results. It is getting people daily pay, some multiple times. So that $900, that may seem like a crazy amount to you in a day. We have community members that are doing multiple times of that in a single day. We have some that are making $5,000 in a single day. Can you imagine $5,000 hitting your bank account? That is a crazy amount, right? I want you to think about where that could take you. So the next part of this is, okay, I've got my product that's done for me. I can cross that off my list. The next piece of this is how you make sales. And so this is done through our automation system. This is a done for you system. So just like the product where you can go, okay, this is done. I can cross this off my list. This next piece of this, you also get the automation system. This is done for you. If you're going, hey, I don't know anything about tech. I don't know how to build a website. I don't know how to build a sales funnel. This comes with the product. It is all done for you. It's simply plugging in your information. It's plugging in your payment gateway. This, you actually get the steps video, follow step by step through the process to get this set up. And I did have the automation part set up in a single afternoon, actually less than an afternoon, a partial afternoon. And I had my payment gateways set up, able to take payments that day. So I want you to think about, you could get started today and being able to bring in sales by this weekend, being able to bring in sales like just a few days from now, even tomorrow. We have people in our community who make money the same day, within hours of having their website up, within, maybe a day or two of having their website up. It is being done and it is possible for you. So again, the automation piece of this is all set up. It's simply a website that people go to. You will get your own website. This is part of the product. It's part of the program. It's nothing that you have to go and create. It is all done for you. And you will also get the sales emails that follow up with people afterwards. And this is how we are able to automate our sales process. It's how we're able to have people find out about our product, get them into our automation system, and be able to make that daily pay. And so this piece of it, again, this is done for you. This is your sales machine. This is your freedom machine. This is how we're able to make sales when we're out, say laying on the beach, out kayaking, out going to the movies. This is how sales come in on autopilot. This is how we are able to follow a 2-hour workday and still be able to bring in sales around the clock. So this is the automation piece of this, but I want you to understand that this is completely done for you, and imagine how this could free up your life. What things are you going to have time for? What things are you going to be able to say yes for because you have the time for them? You don't have to be working around the clock. You don't have to be working multiple side hustles just to get by, right? So this is the automation piece. Again, once you go through this setup, it is done for you. You can check it off the list. It's done one time, done the same day, and you can move on with the other piece of it, which is where our 2-hour workday comes from. So this is where people discover about this system, where people discover how the whole process works, what types of products we offer, and about the automation system. And so this is where we spend the majority of the time for that 2 hours. This is about following a proven blueprint that works for others. This is about following something that works because we can look and see, hey, if they're doing it, I can do it. If they're doing it, I can do it. And I'm seeing this happen to me. I was looking at grandmas that have followed this same system and it worked for them. I have looked at grandmas that have made $100,000 following this 2-hour process, following this proven blueprint. And I'm going, okay, a grandma can do it. I can do it. A grandma can do it. I could do it. And I just kept looking at that and I kept following this process. And I am here to tell you that it worked. It works. It works for me. I can tell you personally that this process works. And so this is all about getting in front of people. Now, I did mention a little bit ago, if you're just joining us, there are 5.5 billion people on the internet, on social media today. You know, there's probably 8 billion people in the world, 5.5 billion on the internet. Now, let's think about some of these numbers because these are some big numbers as far as your potential customers, as far as people who would be interested in learning how to free up their life, in learning how to have the time to spend with their family, and learning how to be able to make daily pay and to be able to live a life of more than just getting by. So how this works, there are 5.5 billion people in the world. And then I want you to think about 1%. If we could say, hey, you know, just 1% of people might be interested in learning how to make money online. They might be interested in learning how to actually have time to be with their kids. They might be interested in learning new skills to be able to bring in way extra money that they ever thought possible, that would be interested in learning how to accomplish their goals in a fraction of the time. If we think about, you know, just 1% of the people out there that are on the internet, that are on social media, this number ends up being 1% of that ends up being 50 million people. So if just 1% are interested in learning how to make money online, how to free up their lives, how to accomplish everything they are created for, that is 50 million people who are out there who could be interested in learning something like this. And I can tell you that right now, and I did mention these numbers earlier, but I'm going to mention them again because they are so important to understand. This industry, the e-learning industry, learning how to make money from home, learning how to free up your time so that you can actually enjoy life, so you can actually enjoy your kids. This is actually a $1.2 billion per day industry. This is bigger than anything else out there. This is the biggest industry, and it is also the fastest growing industry. So this 1%, that's probably actually an underestimate. There are tons of people who want to get their life back, who want to get their time back, who want to take control of their financial situation, who want to be able to get out of debt, who want to be able to live their dream life, who want to be able to say yes to their kids, who want to be able to have that time to actually enjoy their kids while they're young, before they're out of the house and it's too late. There are people who want to learn how to make money online, and they want to be able to do that because they want to be able to travel. They want to be able to retire before they're too old to do it. So there is a huge, huge demand for this. All right, I am going to erase this. If you want to grab the screenshot, 50 million people, you know, at a minimum, who could be interested in this. I can guarantee you that this is an underestimate based on the demand, the specific demand for this product and the sales that we are seeing as community members. Again, you get 100% profit. This is not an MLM. It is not a pyramid scheme. You're not giving your money to somebody else. You might be going, okay, I don't get it. Like, how does the company make money? And how does this all work? Because this is more than just getting a digital product. This is more than just getting a digital product that you can sell again. This is about getting a system. It's about getting, yes, you're going to get the products as part of, and you're going to get the full resale rights with those products. You're also going to get the trainings that go along with learning how to sell them, but you're also going to get live and interactive training. You're going to get live and interactive mentoring. You're going to get a community. And so this is ongoing support. It's not just something that's thrown in your hands and you're left to figure it out yourself. This is not just something that's given to you and then good luck. You get full support with this. We have 6- and 7-figure mentors inside our program. We have our 7-figure mentor jumps in every single day, pouring into us. And so this is not just about, you know, a one-time thing. You're going to get this and good luck figuring it out. This is about getting that support, ongoing support, and a community to make sure that you are successful, to ensure your success. And so with, I had a point that I was going with that and it just escaped me. So you might be going, okay, I remembered. You might be going, hey, how does this all work? Like if I make 100% profit, how are they able to, cover expenses? How are they able to keep giving us that support on a daily basis? And so how this works, it's very simple, but so customers will pay us. We have the master resale rights. Customers will pay you. And so you will get that money directly, the 900, the 600, the 300. So those are the amounts that will hit your bank account. And then after that, there is a $29 fee, and this will go to the company, and this is what keeps everything up and running. This is for your website. It is for your automation. This is a one-time. So I want you to understand what this is, because I have been in online business for several years now. There is nothing like this. That is a one-time fee. When you go and you get hosting, when you go and have a website, when you have a course hosting platform, I have my own course hosting platform, not part of this program, separate. I pay $200 a month. There are no reoccurring expenses. This is one time. This covers everything for getting your automations, getting your sales system, and getting the website to be able to sell your products through. This is how the company is able to make their money, keep in business, and keep serving us and keep showing up on a daily basis. So this is a very, very simple, very small amount for what you could spend otherwise if you went the route of saying, hey, I'm going to build my own product. I'm going to have my own course hosting. I'm going to do all the things separately. I actually, for my Listing to Freedom business, spend several hundred a month for all of those things. With this, you have none of that. You have no reoccurring expenses, which is amazing. Like, think about that. What other businesses could you start where there are no other reoccurring expenses? There's not many out there. Not any out there I can really think of. All right, so that is the discovery system. 5.5 billion people on the internet, even 50 million that could be interested in learning how to make money online. Why not buy from you? Why not them discover you? Why not them connect with you and want to learn this system through you? Why not see $900 daily pay hitting your bank account? Why not have these products in your hand to be able to offer people who want to learn how to make money from home? Why not that be you? All right, so the very next part of this, the last step that I'm going to be covering, is step number 4. You've got your product done. This is done for you. It's master resale rights. You get that product. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to create it. Done. You have that product. You have the sales automation system in order to be able to automate those sales. What you're working on a daily basis to follow our 2-hour blueprint is primarily this discovery process. When somebody discovers you, they are going to learn about the product. They are going to come into the automation system via your website. They're going to start receiving emails. They're going to start hearing about the product. As soon as they put in their email to your automation system, they're going to see a video. This is done for you. All of the web pages are done for you. You do not need to know how to create a website. You don't need to know how to do any of the tech behind it. And so part of this is they're going to go to those web pages that you are given as part of the product, as part of the sales automation, as part of the program. And this is where they're going to say, hey, this sounds like it would be amazing. And I can tell you, across our community, on average, 1 in 20 people are saying yes. 1 in 20 people are saying, yes, this is amazing. Yes, I'm ready to jump in. Yes, I'm ready to do this. And so this tells you, this is another clue that this product is in demand. This is another reason that I know that it works. This is another reason I have seen sales for myself. This is how I am making sales, is because people want this. So 1 in 20. Think about what that could do for you. So this, through our automation system, this is how sales are coming in via the discovery. They're finding out about the product, jumping into the automation system. This automation system, this is mine right here, listingtofreedom.com/10K. This is where you can go to get started today with this system. It works the same exact way. You're going to get very similar thing. You're going to get this opt-in where people are going to go and put in their email. You're going to get that taken to a page where you're going to learn about the product, where you're going to hear about the product, and you will get on the emails, and you will be getting this as part of the system. You're going to get all of that sales automation process, that freedom system, with this. So this is nothing that you have to do. This is given to us. It's nothing that we have to go and set up, go and create. It is part of this. All right. So the very final step, I've been getting to this. This is where somebody's going to hear about it through that automation system, and they're going to say, hey, this sounds like it would be amazing. They're ready to jump in. They're ready to start learning new skills. They're ready to learn how to make daily pay. They're ready to learn how to follow a 2-hour workday. And this is when they become a new customer. So this is going to be that money hitting your bank account. Again, it is not going to anybody else. You own these products. You own the rights to sell these products. And so the money is coming directly to you. Again, this is $900 hitting your bank account on a daily basis. I want you to think about what that could do for your life. How much time would that free up? Could you say that, hey, I don't have to hustle anymore. I don't have to work multiple side hustles. I don't have to, even work my day job. I'm actually able to have my life back. I'm able to enjoy life again, because that's the point where I was at. And this, again, it is because you own the product. I want you to understand this. Because you own these products, this is 100% daily pay. Now, I want to clarify this, because we've been talking about $900 daily pay, which is what this is about. This is, how that 2-hour workday works. But we also have 3 other income streams. You actually get a total of 4 different products. And so this is great because you can come in and meet your customers at their price point. You have something to offer them that's going to fall in pretty much everybody's price range. And I love that even our top program, it's less than the cost of the TV on most people's walls in their houses. I love that they can get started for a very, very small investment and not have any ongoing costs, not have any ongoing fees, reoccurring fees, any hidden fees once you get into the program. This is like one time. There is nothing like this out there. As a quick comparison, you could go on YouTube today and Google or YouTube, and you could search how to build a website. You could search how to create your own digital products to sell. You could learn how to build an email system. That's free, right? You could spend the next years of your life trying to put something like this together, trying to build a product, trying to build a automation system, trying to figure out this discovery system. And in that process, you're losing out on sales. You're losing out on money that could be coming into your bank account like today, right? Because I want you to understand, with this system, you could be set up today and be making money by this weekend. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wish you a happy rest of your day. I will be back here again to answer more questions. ListingToFreedom.com/10K. That is where you can get started with this. And I am so excited for you guys, because I know what it has done in my own life. I know that I have gone from being exhausted and worn out and frankly tired of working harder, trying to work harder, trying to source more items, trying to list more items, trying to make more money, low profit sales a little at a time, and frankly disappointed with how slowly I was reaching my goals. This is going to change your life, and I am so excited to be able to tell others about this system. All right, I will see you soon. Happy rest of your day.